Welcome back to Stan's previously owned vessels. Wow, you really get around. Whoops, don't mind me. Ah, this is one of our compact models, but what she lacks in capacity, she makes up for in convenience. Her star feature is the drink dispenser attached to the back. Why sail all the way to a tavern just to fill your tankard when you can have grog on demand? Unfortunately, I can't sell this one right away. Some lout jammed a doubloon in the coin slot and we're waiting on replacement parts. Such a pity. I could do this all day. Step aside, please. Time is money. You can simply smell the history rolling off this beauty. Unfortunately, her logbook was heavily water damaged, so she's as mysterious as she is lovely. I bought her at a discount because none of her cannons are operational, but that makes her perfect for a pleasure cruise. I'm really getting a workout today. Ooh, one of these beauties caught your interest? Magnificent, ain't she? This is one of the most notorious and fearsome ships across the whole of the Caribbean. And definitely not an unlicensed copy. I know what you're thinking. How'd Stan get a hold of a beauty like this? Well, I'm afraid a good entrepreneur never reveals trade secrets. What matters is that she's the fastest ship on the waves and guaranteed 100% free from cursed animals. Though I gotta say, she doesn't come cheap. Look out, world! Stan is coming through! Would you mind getting out of my way? You have a keen eye, friend. That's the Headless Monkey, as featured in Great Shipwrecks of Our Century, a very prestigious catalog of naval calamity. According to the logbook, she was sunk, salvaged, restored, crewed, sailed, scuttled again, and now she exists as some kind of weird ghost galleon. I don't know how or why, I just know that it makes her a truly special ship. Lightweight, nimble, slightly transparent, she's got it all. When you've made a decision, I'll be here. If you hurry, you could probably... Well, aren't you the shrewd negotiator? Congratulations! And now that you've got a ship, it's time to talk about all the extra features you'll be needing. We've been getting some... Ooh, now I really shouldn't have left these on display. They're actually reserved for a very important client who's one of my most loyal customers. But you know what? I really feel like we've bonded today. There's a genuine connection forming between us. That's why I couldn't bear to see you go into battle without these cannons. I just don't know how I'd live with myself. If you want them, they're yours. Or did you have a different purchase in mind? These are bargains from any... Hey, how about a little breathing room? You know, nothing screams pirate like standing at the helm of your ship, gripping the wheel tightly as you steer this way and that. But tell me, have you thought what would happen if that wheel suddenly exploded, skewering you with 1,000,000 deadly shards? I've seen it happen. That's why I always keep at least one of these in stock. You're not just buying a new wheel, you're buying peace of mind. You can't put a price on that. Now, has anything else caught your eye? Ooh, one of these beauties. I'll just be squeezing past now. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Stan, my ship already has a capstan. But you know what she doesn't have? She doesn't have a bona fide obsidian capstan with improved ratcheting, easy glide rotational action, and custom grip intensifiers, of course. You've heard the saying, weigh anchor. Well, this, my friend, is the only way to anchor. What else can I show you today? What else can I show you? Now this is an item for the discerning ship captain. Why cram all your outfits in a moldy old clothing chest when you could store them in style? That's solid wood from a sure, absolutely. There, see? Plenty of room to hide. And I'm waving my arms around, too. In fact, now that I think about it, I think you could fit an entire crew in here. Maybe add a little table, some seating. Really carve yourself out some personal space aboard ship. It can be so important to take 5 minutes of you time, you know? It's so warm and cozy, I almost don't want to leave. But if I stay in here, who's going to sell you this cupboard? Demonstration complete. Now, what else can I tempt you with today? That's solid wood from a sure, absolutely. There, see? Plenty of room to hide. And I'm waving my arms around, too. In fact, now that I think about it, I think you could fit an entire crew in here. Maybe add a little table, some seating. Really carve yourself out some personal space aboard ship. It can be so important to take 5 minutes of you time, you know? It's so warm and cozy, I almost don't want to leave. But if I stay in here, who's going to sell you this cupboard? Uh-oh, looks like we've run into a little technical issue. Nothing I can't handle, just give me a second. What is going on out there? You'll have to make an appointment. Hey, your old buddy Stan could use a hand right about now. Hey, can anyone hear me? Someone get me out of here. Splashing sound. Why can I smell salt water? And why do I feel seasick? Hey, this... Hey, can anyone hear me? Uh-oh, looks like we've run into a little technical issue. Nothing I can't handle, just give me a second. What is going on out there?